Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. My name is Clarice if you're new here, and I'm really excited about today's video. I was inspired to make this video by Anna Elise, who made a kind of similar vlog where she brought viewers along whenever she would show up for herself during the week. So whenever she would do things for her future self to become the best version of herself, basically. And I thought that was such a cool concept, and me personally, I've been wanting to make a self-care day in my life video for so long, and I just really want to incorporate more self-care in my videos because I think it's so important. But I am also a full-time student, and it is kind of hard for me to take a full day off and just decide that today is going to be a self-care day. And so I thought I would bring you along with me this week during all those moments where I show love towards myself and practice self-care to kind of show you, and show myself really, the various ways in which I can be kinder to myself and show myself love even though I am busy. So even though I can't take a full day off necessarily, there's still so many ways in which I can show up for myself and practice self-care during my week and during my day-to-day routine. So yeah, I'm really excited for this video and for this vlog. It's a little bit different, but I'm just really looking forward to it, and I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. Right now, I'm just getting ready and putting on some jewelry. And I feel like getting ready in a way is a form of self-care for me, because taking a little bit of extra time to pick out an outfit that I like or put on some makeup or do my hair means that I'm kind of taking that time like for myself, and then I just feel better throughout the day when like I had the time to get ready in the way that I wanted. I'm just finishing up putting on some jewelry, and I feel like just doing that alone helps me feel more put together as I get ready to tackle and start my day. I feel like right now is as good a time as any to introduce to you the sponsor of today's video, so I'm gonna let future Clarice take it away. I am really excited to talk about today's sponsor, which is Linear, and I feel like this is the perfect fit for this video because to me, a big part of self-care are just those everyday things that I do to get ready and make myself feel better, and one of those things is putting on jewelry as I get ready in the morning. I wear jewelry every single day, and I honestly feel like I can't leave the house without it, and Linear believes that everyone should be able to invest in high quality, long-lasting pieces, which is why they sell directly to customers online, cutting unnecessary costs. This way, you get to enjoy luxury pieces without the costly markup. Sustainability is also a core value to the brand. Their pieces are built to last and use recycled metals whenever possible and lab-grown diamonds. As I said earlier, I wear jewelry every single day pretty much, and I feel like there's something so special about wearing the same jewelry and having it follow you years and years, so that's why I think it's super important to invest in long-lasting quality pieces that reflect who you are and that you just enjoy and can return to every single day. Now for the exciting part where I get to show you and talk a little bit about the jewelry that I picked out and how I would style them. I'm actually wearing all of it right now, and I'm gonna start with this beautiful ring that I got. This is the open leaf ring. To me, it's both an everyday ring and still kind of stands out as being a bit of a statement, and I just love the floral theme. I actually also got the leaf earrings here. They're kind of like studs, and I just love how these look paired together. And I paired that with the vintage chunky hoop, and I just love how these two look together. If you can't tell, I love a good, elegant but simple theme. All three of these pieces are made out of their gold vermeil material, which is a sterling silver base plated with 22 karat gold, which for your information is 5 times thicker than regular gold plated jewelry, so it's really made to last. And then lastly, I have this beautiful bracelet here that is made out of 14 karat solid gold. So this is a perfect option if you want something a little bit more elegant and durable and that you're never gonna have to worry about taking off. If you're looking for something a little bit more customizable, Linear also offers different birthstones and different charm options, which also make great gifts for others. You can check out Linear by heading over to the link in my description and treat yourself or your loved ones to some quality, long-lasting pieces. And make sure that you use my code Clarice_freebie for a special offer. Thank you again so much to Linear for partnering with me, and let's continue with the rest of today's self-care vlog. Good morning, everyone. I had such a lovely start to my day today. I did a little bit of reading in bed before getting ready and getting going, and that's always such a nice way to start any day, and I haven't really done it in a while because I never feel like I have the time. But even taking just like 10 minutes to read in bed, I feel like it's great. Obviously I end up wanting to read for longer, but then I don't necessarily always have the time to. And now I'm currently making an Earl Grey matcha. If you've been watching my videos lately, you might know that I have been kind of experimenting with my matcha recipes. I like to try out different things. So I made this Earl Grey matcha syrup, and it was really easy to do. You just like boil some water, add some Earl Grey tea bags and some sugar, and just kind of let that boil, stirring for like about 10 minutes or so. But now we're actually gonna try it in my matcha, and I'm really excited to see if I might have discovered a new favorite drink. Because like all of these recipes are actually really easy to make, but in a coffee shop they'd be like easily $8 to $10, and it's so much more fun and rewarding to just make it from home. I guess we can do, meanwhile, a little matcha tutorial if you're wondering. First, you have to bloom your whisk, which is essentially where you just let it sit in hot water and it'll kind of soften up the bristles so that it's easier for you to whisk it. And then my water, I usually have it, if you can set it to a certain temperature, then that is ideal. Otherwise, you can just kind of let it sit after you let it boil. But I think usually it's best for your water to be at like 70 degrees. Sometimes if I'm making it iced, I'll let it be like a little bit cooler, like 60 degrees or so. But I kind of just go with my intuition, to be honest. And then you pour a little bit of water in your matcha bowl. And now for the exciting part where you get to whisk. You can't even see what I'm doing, but I've shown this in videos so many times, so I think you get it at this point. But yeah, you just whisk in an M formation. I feel like making my matcha in the morning has become like its own self-care ritual at this point, and especially when I don't have to like rush through it, it's just so nice getting to actually enjoy it. And then you're gonna stop when you get like, actually I can't show this to you because it's gonna spill all over, but I'll take a video for you. When it starts to look like this, actually my bubbles are kind of large, but usually when you start to have like really small tiny bubbles is when it's ready. I'm making mine iced, so I filled up this cup with ice all the way. I feel like this is like my go-to matcha cup now, and serving your matcha in a nice cup is part of the recipe in my opinion. And I'm gonna pour a little bit of the syrup. Ooh. Well, it wouldn't be me if I didn't spill at some point in this process. I'm gonna add my milk. I just use oat milk. I'm so excited. Already I can tell. This is gonna be so good. Also, I figured that with this Earl Grey syrup, I could also make like London Fogs, which is like Earl Grey and vanilla. And I'm excited to try that. See, like once you start making your own syrups and stuff, suddenly you can try a bunch of recipes and you're unstoppable. Now is the time to pour the matcha, and I'm gonna try my best not to make a mess, but I can't make any promises. Here we go. Oh, it fit perfectly. That's so satisfying. You can mix. I'm so excited. That's really good. It's not too strong. I feel like I could add more because it's more of an aftertaste. But if you love Earl Grey and matcha, this is really good. What a perfect way to start my day. Okay, I'm gonna sip on this and finish getting ready and kind of just get my day going because I have a lot of work I need to do today, but this was excellent, and thank you for tagging along on my little matcha making segment. Okay. Cheers. Hello everyone, and happy Wednesday. It's actually already like 6:30 as I'm filming this, but as you can see, the sun is still shining, and that makes me very happy. Like the fact that I finished classes at 5 today, and when I walked outside it wasn't completely dark. It just makes my heart feel very full, and I don't know, it's been giving me more energy and all is right in the world suddenly. But yeah, I'm just popping in because today I had classes. I didn't really do anything that interesting, mostly just caught up in some work, but now this evening I'm having my friend over and we're gonna have a movie night, which I'm so excited for. With school, I feel like assignments kind of come in waves, and right now I'm at a time where I don't have as many deadlines, so I do get to have a friend over and watch a movie on a Wednesday evening, which makes me very happy. And we like to do this thing where every couple of weeks we get together and just watch movies, and we both like to talk over movies, so it's perfect for us to watch them together because then no one gets annoyed and we just kind of have a live commentary as we watch the movie. So I think tonight we're gonna watch It Ends With Us, which I know is not like a critically acclaimed movie. In fact, I got a lot of backlash when it came out, but that's part of the reason why my friend and I really want to watch it, because it's just going to be a fun movie to comment on and talk about. So that is most definitely a form of self-care for me. To be honest, I am quite the homebody and introvert, so this type of hangout is perfect for me to charge my social battery because I don't have to leave the house. I can stay cozy and comfortable. And I love to watch movies, so it's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I think I might also try to bake something because I haven't baked in a while and it's just one of my favorite things to do. This is like the perfect way to end a day after like classes and just working, and I feel like I deserve it. Like, it's good to take a break every now and then. Happy Thursday. I vlogged a little bit earlier today when I worked out of the house and went to a coffee shop. I feel like lately that's been like my only motivation to get work done, is just like leaving the house, trying new study spots and just motivating myself in that way, because I'm at that point in the semester where there's just always stuff that I need to do and I need to make it fun. So I'm gonna consider that self-care in a way, because trying new study spots, trying new cafes, and treating myself to a little drink is what has been keeping things fun. And honestly, I feel like today was such a productive day and I got so much done. As you can see, I am on my couch and changed into some comfy clothes. This zip up is like my new obsession. I want to live in it 24/7, but I'm gonna do a little bit of editing because I told myself that I would work on this video and I want to keep my word, because I know my future self is gonna thank me. And also, editing is fun. I feel like I just like sometimes struggle to keep up my editing routine, and if I fall off then it's hard for me, and then I beat myself up for not being consistent. But yeah, it's a little bit tricky, especially when the semester is like super busy. But making it fun and just like making it, you know, a cozy chill activity is a way I found to be more consistent at it. And I feel like that's the theme of today. It's just like making working seem as appealing as possible and trying to like almost reframe it as something that I could potentially enjoy, because I do enjoy editing and like I do enjoy my classes, but just the fact that I'm at a point in the semester where I feel kind of fatigued from all the work I've had to do makes everything a little bit harder or requires more energy. So that's why I have to kind of negotiate with myself and trick myself into enjoying the work that I'm doing by going out to a coffee shop or like having a cozy editing session on my couch. And I feel like that's really like essential, and that's really like the message, I guess, behind this video. And something that's been on my mind a lot lately is just like reframing how I see things and reframing things that I might take for granted in my day-to-day as self-care and as an opportunity to like have a moment to myself, whether it be when I make my matcha in the morning or when I book a workout class or when I like go for a walk or something like that. I feel like reframing those moments as an opportunity to take a step back and to just like be present and actually enjoy whatever it is that I'm doing and do it for myself intentionally. I feel like that is really key, I guess you could say, to self-care. Because I feel like when a lot of people say like self-care, and immediately what comes to mind is like doing a face mask and like going to the spa and getting your nails done and doing all of these like more external things that may seem superficial but like do genuinely help with like feeling more at peace for a lot of people. And while there is so much value in that, I think like realistically most of us aren't gonna do like a face mask a day and aren't gonna be going to the spa every weekend. So reframing again those like typical kind of normal things that we take for granted as opportunities for self-care is just like how to do it, really. Especially when you're like busy and can easily get overwhelmed, like if you're a student like me. Because I'm not gonna lie, this semester has been tough. There's been a lot, I feel like, to do, and I feel like it's been hard for me to find time for myself or even to find time to make videos, and just I put a lot of pressure on myself. But then taking a step back and kind of assessing my day-to-day routine and seeing what moments can be like just for me or what can I do for myself, I feel like that's often like a prompt I will use whenever I journal, and I just have felt the need to return to it more now that like I feel myself getting busier as the end of the semester and school year approaches. Anyways, I have been babbling on. I'm gonna do some editing now, and probably I won't edit for too long because I do want to go to bed somewhat early. I have a yoga class scheduled tomorrow morning, which I'm so excited for. Anyways, really looking forward to that. But as I said, right now I'm just gonna edit and enjoy my cup of tea, and then I'll go to bed and have a peaceful night and a restful night asleep. Everyone, and happy Friday. I just got changed into some workout clothes because I'm going to hot yoga this morning, and I am so excited. It's at 9, so I'm gonna leave in a little bit because I like to get there early and just kind of set up everything and stretch before the class starts. But I'm so excited. I haven't been to a yoga class in like a month at least, so I think it'll be really nice. And I'm also excited because today all I have planned really is like a day of editing and meetings, so I think starting my day with movement and with a workout class is just gonna be great because it's gonna allow me to stretch and set up my posture right before spending the rest of the day probably sitting down. I've also put oil in my hair because I know I'm gonna shower and wash my hair later today, so I feel like I've started doing this where a few hours before I know I have to shower, I'll like put oil on my scalp, put it in a bun, kind of leave it to be for like a few hours and let my skin and scalp and hair absorb like the oil, and then I feel like it helps my hair be more hydrated, but I don't know if that's actually true. But it feels nice, so I've started doing that and incorporating that more in my everything shower routine, I guess you could say. And then when I come back, I have a meeting at 10:30, so it's gonna be a little bit tight, but I feel like I'm gonna make it. It'll be fine. Okay, let's go to yoga. The rest of my Friday was spent in between meetings and editing the very video that you're watching right now. And I just wanted to say I had such a lovely time making this video and putting it together. Looking back, I feel like I just really needed to make this video right now, and I needed to be reminded that self-care comes in many different forms. And obviously, I really enjoyed making this video because it is quite a long vlog, so if you made it up until the end, I just want to say I appreciate you and your support so much. I also wanted to say one last thank you to Linear for partnering with me and remind you to go check them out in the description below. I hope that you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it, and I look forward to talking to you in my next one. Take care of yourselves and hope you have a wonderful day or night wherever you are. Bye!